Okay, so this is a probability example. It's a section B question and it's non-calculator. Adam travels to school by car or by bicycle. On any particular day, he is equally likely to travel by car or by bicycle. So each is a probability of a half. The probability of being late for school is a sixth if he travels by car and is a third if he travels by bicycle. And the information is represented on the below tree diagram. So you can see that you have car and bicycle here, and they're worth a half each because they're equally likely. And then it says if he's late by car, it'll be a sixth, and if he's late by bicycle, it will be a third. There are 5 parts to this question. So, part A, find the value of P. The probability of each branch has a total of 1. So you can see here it's a third and 2/3. So if it being late is a sixth, the probability of being not late is 5/6. Part B. Find the probability that Adam will travel by car and be late for school. So the probability of travelling by car and being late mathematically is car intersection late. So using our formula from the formula booklet and following this blue branch here, that'll be a third times a sixth, which equals a 12th. This is a 2-mark question. Okay, part C. What's the probability that Adam will be late for school? This is worth 4 marks, so I'll expect more stages or steps than part B. So the probability of him being late, well, he can either travel by car and be late, or he can travel by bike and be late. So we've already worked out that the probability of going by car and being late is a half times a sixth, which is a 12th. Let's repeat the same process for bike and late. So we have a half times a third, which is a sixth. If we add together a 12th and a sixth, remember this is a non-calculator, we can convert these into equivalent fractions. So that'll be a half plus 2/12, a 12th plus 2/12, which equals 3/12, which is also equal to a quarter. This is obviously worth 4 marks. You can use this answer straight away from part B and just go from probability of the car being late being to 12th, but this is just to show you all the steps. Okay, part D. Given that Adam is late for school, find the probability that he travelled by car. So the keywords we're looking for here is given that Adam is late for school. So let's set up the question here. We're looking for the probability of him travelling by car given that he was late. Okay, so by using the formula in the formula booklet, we know that the probability of this is equal to the probability of car intersection late, all divided by the probability of being late. Well, these are the questions that we've already worked out earlier on in part B and part C. Because of you're going to use parts from earlier on, it's really important that you show your formula and you show where you're substituting in your numbers. So we can already work out from part B that the probability of Adam being travelling by car and being late was a 12th. And we worked out the probability of Adam being late for school was a quarter or 3/12. So 1/12 divided by 3/12 is a third. Lastly, Adam will go to school 3 times next week. Find the probability that Adam will be late exactly once. Okay, we could use binomial to calculate this question, but it's easy enough without it. So if we know the probability of him being late is a quarter, and that was from part C, we know the probability of him not being late will be 3/4. And we're looking for him to be late exactly once in 3 times the school. Okay, so if he's late exactly once, he can either be late on the first day, or he could be late on the second day, or he could be late on the third day. To work out the probability of him being late, not late, and not late, well, that's a quarter times 3/4 times 3/4. And in fact, all 3 probabilities will be the same, so I'm going to multiply this by 3. A quarter times 3/4 times 3/4 is 9 divided by 64, and if multiplied by 3, that will give us 27/64.